love it. Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. This is going to be a quiet weekend for our Cowboys because we are off. That's right. We have the bye week. We can kick back, relax, put on the headgear, get ready for a trip through the atmosphere because we're going to be watching the Eagles versus the Miami Dolphins. We're going to be watching the Commanders with the left hand up and the Giants with Daniel Jones down. And we're going to see what we're going to see. So we'll be live streaming all day tomorrow. We'll be live streaming here at 5 o'clock today. Of course, our Zoom call for our channel members talking about what else? The Cowboys. Now, I'm saddened because the Eagles, you know, it's y'all crazy. Y'all Eagle fans I just don't understand you. Every single day, every single video this offseason, I heard from Eagle fans that were just up in arms telling us how great they are. The Cowboys are ass. That Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback of all times and everything else. Dak Prescott couldn't carry his jock strap. And that they seem to be upset because nobody's talking about them. Nobody's talking about. Everybody's always talking about the Cowboys, man. F them Cowboys. Okay, I hear you. So last night I'm trying to talk about you guys. And then y'all say, worry about your own team. I don't understand it. Which way is it going to be, bro? Which way is it going to be? Is it don't talk about your team or talk about your team? What do you want from us? That's all I want to. What do you want from us? So we're talking about you. We're saying we're going to find out when the rubber meets the road, when you're playing better competition after you lost to the Jets. I know, we hear about the Jets, of course. Well, the Jets, when we played them, they were ass. Oh, man, it was just the Jets. Well, they're 3-3. They made Pat Mahomes look average. 1 TD, 2 interceptions. They made Josh Allen their bitch. And Jalen Hurts, not too good. But Dak Prescott, he had one of the best games against that Jet defense this year. I know it's not pretty, but he's only got 4 interceptions to Jalen Hurts' 7. But that's okay. Keep the same energy. Because I don't see too many of those cockroaches. Eagle fans, they only come up when it's safe. Okay, that's cool. But I'm here every single day, win or lose. I don't care how bad we get embarrassed by the 49ers. I'm still here because I'm a grown-ass man. All right, moving away from the Eagles, we got all day tomorrow to talk and enjoy that. I'm going to be working in my workshop because I got to make some stuff for some of you new tailgate members. We got all that stuff in the works and stuff for you guys, so we'll be getting that stuff out next week. Shout out to our new tailgate members. If you have become a new channel member, make sure you go to the community tab. In there, there's a post that only members can see. There's a link in there to take you to our Thrive site, which is where my wonderful bride, Tracy, ends up managing that. We get your information and stuff on what level you are, and we'll get your stuff out to you. If you have been a channel member and you've never gotten anything because you never went to the Thrive site, by all means go there. Because Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction Gig Economy Sports Electrician Extraordinaire and fiance Agena is also the Postmaster General for us here as well. So he'll get it out to you guys. It's my job to get the stuff built, and it's all it's not well-oiled. It's kind of squeaky, but you understand. We're working our best we can to get that stuff out to you. And Reuben S., I will be working on the Joe Barty for you, headed your way soon. All right, so interesting thing. Trade deadline, October 31st, Halloween. Will it be trick or treat for the Dallas Cowboys? About a week or so ago, we heard that the Cowboys expected to be player plays. Then we kind of heard, not so much. Stephen Jones, understand. Stephen Jones, of course, is that guy that believes in his team, believes in his players, and believes he don't like to spend money. So don't expect anything. In fact, I had a little birdie whisper in my ear and say, you know, if anything is made, any trades, it's going to be low level. They're not looking for a monster trade. They're not looking to do an Amari Cooper. But that won't stop people from talking about it, including Dez Bryant. You'll remember Dez Bryant ended up working out over the summer with DeAndre Hopkins and basically kind of tweeting at the Cowboys and kind of saying, hey, what's up? Because Dez wants to see the Cowboys win that Super Bowl. Dez wants to see them succeed. Dez wants the Cowboys to be them boys again. Hopkins, of course, is on his revenge tour. I don't know how that's working out right now, but he said he was going to make teams pay that didn't sign him. Cowboys didn't. Now, Dez Bryant has set his sights on one, it seems to be unhappy, Davante Adams, a.k.a. was, if not the best wide receiver in football. A guy that the Raiders went all in for. A guy who, when he left Aaron Rodgers' numbers dropped off a cliff. A guy who was happy to be living in the neighborhood with his quarterback, Derek Carr. Derek Carr got run out of town and is about to be run out of town in New Orleans. Just saying, along with their coach. Davante Adams seems to be unhappy with the Raiders organization, which seems to be, believe it or not, more dysfunctional than the Cowboys. If you can believe that, even though what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and apparently Davante Adams, they don't believe is going to be traded. But Dez Bryant basically is saying, Cowboys, go get that guy. So, of course, the media is going to say, Cowboys, Davante Adams, linked in a trade. Because we're always linked with everybody in trade. Earl Thomas, Adams from the Jets and things, of course, you know, everybody, whenever a player is out there, if you are a media organization, you put Cowboys beside that. Proposed trade, Cowboys. Proposed trade, Cowboys, because it gets the clicks. I'm actually kind of happy that some of the talking heads are actually beginning to actually admit that's what they do. Micah Parsons put him on blast to say, you don't do the things the same with Dak Prescott that you do with everybody else. You handicap him. You throw him under the bus. You call out things on him that you wouldn't call out on anybody else. And, you know, they're beginning to admit that.
Can take numbers and skew them any way we want. We often can take numbers and we'll fit them into the narrative that we want to try and paint. And I probably am guilty of this. Can take numbers.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. So let's listen into about the possibility of Davante Adams, of course, landing with the Cowboys.
We're now 11 days or whatever it is from the trade deadline. Davante Adams basically has not sounded like a person who's been happy to be in Vegas from the minute he got there. Does it feel likelier to you that he might get traded?
No, because the Raiders are 3-3. The worst they're going to be at the trade deadline is 3-5, which is not out of it. And quite frankly, they're probably going to beat the Bears this week and be no worse than, 4-4
at the deadline. Yeah.
So no, I don't think they can afford to give up on their season. Davante Adams, again, tricky guy to trade. Almost $17 million guaranteed money coming next year. So what are you giving up for a guy that you know you're going to have to pay like that? Yeah, I do think he's unhappy because he went there to play with Derek Carr,
right.
And Derek Carr got fired before the end of the first season, and he's not there anymore. So I don't blame him, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get what he wants. I think the comments, by the way, were not like, I don't know, Mike T thinks he's trying to get out of there. Maybe he is. I think he's been a good soldier. He's tried to give it a chance, and I think what he's trying to express is, we're winning, yeah, but we're not going to keep winning if we're playing offense like this, and we need to change some things.
My experience with smart and thoughtful people like Davante Adams is he did that very purposely. He knows the trade deadline's coming up. And Greeny, your New York Football Jets I'm on the phone with them, and I'm getting a deal done because I don't want to have any issues whatsoever with Aaron Rodgers for next year.
You're saying trade for Davante Adams to assure yourself that Rodgers comes back next year.
1,000%. And now you have him and Garrett Wilson, and let's go.
I mean,
it's about time they bent over backwards and did something for Aaron Rodgers.
That's fantasy football right there. Well, I think he should go to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, I think, admitted by trying to bring back McCole Hardman that they need more around Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, and they always are the team that anybody would want to go play with. He'll restructure his contract for Mahomes to play with that type of talent.
Yeah, but you talk about fantasy football, and I agree with you on paper, but unless they're realigning the divisions and the Raiders aren't going to have to play them twice a year, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, the Cowboys should do it. The team that should do it are the Dallas Cowboys because they have a history with that. They traded for Amari Cooper once, and it absolutely saved a season. They could desperately use him right now, but you're telling me you think there's
desperately
a different
use
player
him?
they should trade for.
Really?
Yeah, the right team, Green, but the player they need is Patrick Surtain. They lost Trayvon Diggs, and if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I can win the Super Bowl right now. I look at that Jalen Ramsey package of Jacksonville to the Rams, give up 2 first-round picks, and as you would say, Greeny, who says no? Dallas gets a corner, Denver gets 2 ones.
Denver, Jalen Ramsey was a problem. He was a knucklehead in Jacksonville, and he fought his way out. This is a classy guy. This is a guy you build your. This is not Dre Bly, Champ Bailey right here. This is like a generational talent. You don't let the best corner in his rookie deal walk away.
I think Denver would listen on a lot of guys right now, but
Yeah,
I think Patrick Surtain is one of the guys that they're not interested in.
And the Jets need Hunter Renfrew, not Davante Adams.
Fair enough.
Trading everybody today.
Well, listen, we're a week and a half from the trade deadline. By the way, a little later, we'll explain why the NFL trade deadline comes so early in the season, comparatively speaking, whether that's the right or the wrong way for the sport to go about it. In the meantime, days away, and Giants running back Saquon Barkley
new. All right, so we'll leave it right there with Barkley and stuff. But let's be real here. The Cowboys are not going to give up a lot, okay, for anybody. If the Cowboys make any move, it's going to be a low-level trade. It might be a 7th-round draft pick for a guy who's basically going to be depth. That's just the way they are. That's not the Cowboys' move. Howie Roseman, on the other hand, look for him, of course, to make a big move because that's what he does. They don't normally draft as well, although you have to look at right now, the Eagles draft right now with Jalen Carter versus what we're getting from our guys. We need some help. All right, good people. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you soon. We got all kinds of stuff we're going to be doing today. Finally going to be here at the house where hopefully I'm going to be doing some work with the new TV that we have in here, doing some changes and setting up and a new look in here. We're going to be working in the workshop on getting you guys the stuff that you the packages and things, and some more prizes for some of you great fans as well. And as always, you know I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Our coach here, as always.